Hi, I'm registered dietitian and chef Abbie Gelman, and today we're making honey jerk salmon, which is a huge favorite in the SBH teaching kitchen. So I have 2 pieces of salmon here. Right now we're gonna make 2 servings today. I have here our homemade jerk seasoning. I did also make a video about that, so you can refer to that recipe video and you'll be ready to go here. I have a little bit of salt I'm gonna mix in with our seasoning, and then I'm putting in some olive oil because we're going to make a paste. So we mix all of this together like so, and then we're gonna use this on top of our salmon. Just like this. So you can use your fingers, you can use a fork or a spoon or a spatula, but we want to really just make sure that we're getting this whole spice rub on the top of our salmon here. I have preheated the oven to 375. So once we get our salmon ready to go, we're gonna put that in the oven, and then we're gonna move on to the next part of our recipe while the salmon is cooking. So here we go. There's 1 piece. There's 2 pieces. Okay, so 375-degree oven for about 15 minutes, depending on how you like your salmon cooked. Okay, so now the next part is we're going to make a pineapple glaze. So I have a saucepan over here. I'm gonna turn it on medium. Right now I have some pineapple juice, some cornstarch and ground ginger, some soy sauce, and a little bit of honey, and some lemon juice. So the first thing we're gonna do is make a slurry, and that is with our cornstarch. So we're gonna put our ground ginger and our cornstarch into our saucepan. And we have a whisk here. So we're going to add our pineapple juice and whisk it while we're doing it. And what the slurry does is it helps to thicken our sauce or our glaze. So you can see it looks a little bit like a milkier color. It's not as yellow as that pineapple juice. So I'm gonna turn up the heat so that it starts to maybe simmer and even a low boil. Okay, this is looking pretty good. You wanna make sure there are no lumps. So you want to really incorporate that well. And now you can see it's starting to get simmer and get bubbles around the side. We can add our other items here, the honey and that soy sauce. And again, we want to whisk this together really, really well. And then we're just gonna kind of let it boil a little bit, get hotter. It should start to get a little bit thicker in the next few minutes. So we kind of wanna just let that happen. And we're gonna have our lemon juice here on the side for after that part is done. Okay, so our pineapple juice glaze mixture is now boiling away. I'm actually going to still keep our lemon juice on the side, but I'm going to move this to a different burner and have it on low and let it continue to cook down a little bit while I start this next part here. So I have a cast iron pan. I want to put it over high to medium high heat, and again I want to let our pan heat up before I do anything else. So I'll check back in over here, and it's cooking down nicely. You can kind of see, I'll put it back over here, you can kind of see the line on the side of the pan and gauge how far it's cooked down, which is a little trick for you. I'm gonna let that continue here. It's getting pretty nice and warm, so I'm gonna put some olive oil on the pan. And then essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these pineapple rings and we are going to cook them a little bit. So I'm gonna put them right in here. I've got 4 here we're gonna cook off. And now I'm gonna turn off our heat over here and I'm gonna mix in that lemon juice. So our glaze is here, ready to go as well. And I like to use this glaze on these pineapples. So I'm gonna gently pour a little bit right on top, kind of baste it. You can also use a spoon or some other kind of method to do it, but I enjoy just pouring it right on there. And we're gonna flip these over a little bit. If you actually have a grill, grilled pineapple is delicious, you could do that. Or if you have a grill pan and you want those nice grill marks, that is another option as well. Essentially, we're just gonna kind of cook these a little bit so they get nice and caramelized. And then in 7 minutes, when our salmon is done, we're going to put it all together and plate it up with some scallions. So we'll see you back in a few. Okay, so I have our salmon, I have our pineapple glaze, and I have our pineapples that we've cooked stovetop a little bit. So I'm going to take a fish spatula and gently get our salmon, like so. And then we're gonna take some of this glaze, drizzle it over the top. And then I'm gonna take some of these beautiful pineapple slices. Right on top. And then we are going to put some scallions on there and around. Beautiful, right? It smells so good. So once again, I'm registered dietitian and chef Abbie Gelman. This is our honey jerk salmon. To get more recipes and find out how to cook with us, head to sbhteachingkitchen.org. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye.